on Kashmir and the role of Germany. Well, I truly believe that every country in the world has a role and a responsibility for solving conflicts and for ensuring that we are living in a peaceful world. So my call for peace doesn't only count for Europe and the situation of the brutal war of Russia against Ukraine, but this is also our responsibility to look at other regions with tensions or situation of war. And therefore, I really appreciate that we can have so close meetings and exchange of views with different actors in the world who see their regions obviously more precisely when how we can see them because we are far away. So yes, Germany also has a role and responsibility with regard to the situation of Kashmir. Therefore, we support intensively the engagement of the United Nations to find peaceful solutions in the regions. We see positive signals, and as my colleague has said rightly, we also should look also at the positive signals we are seeing in these difficult times with regard to the cross-border cooperation between Pakistan and India. For example, with regard to the situation of Afghanistan and the food situation of Afghanistan, I think it's also very positive that there's a peace process and the situation of Waffenstillstand, so a ceasefire in the region, which is kind of stable, and we support all the engagements with regard to the ceasefire. However, there are tensions, the minister has described it, so we encourage Pakistan and we encourage India to follow the track of the ceasefire, to follow the track of the United Nations, and to intensify the political dialogue and also the political and also practical cooperations in the region.
Thank you for your question. We've obviously, as I did in my statement and in our meetings, we continue to raise the issue of Indian-occupied Kashmir, and particularly given the events after August 2019, we believe, and absolutely, that international law should apply everywhere. United Nations resolutions should be respected everywhere. The sovereignty of every territory or even internationally disputed territory should be respected. Every year, a unilateral action in India, occupied Kashmir, cannot be approved, while unilateral action in the Ukraine is disapproved. There has to be consistency, and when we find consistency, then I believe that consistency will be reflected in areas such as the United Nations and other fora. The people of Kashmir have continued to raise their voice consistently for justice and for a peaceful resolution in lines with the UN resolutions on this issue. And we hope to see the day that the United Nations plays an appropriate role to bring this long-standing dispute to a conclusion so we can not only have peace within our region, but we can enhance areas of cooperation. It's absolutely true to say that despite the tensions of August 2019, ceasefire along the LOC is a positive development. The fact that we've managed to make arrangements for Afghanistan to receive foodstuffs is also a positive engagement, but ultimately, in the interest of justice, in the interest of the principles of international law and UN resolutions, we hope to see a resolution of the dispute.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.